I think I'm live. It says I'm live. Oh, no. I don't know. My thing's not refreshing. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's gonna where's my Hi, guys. I gotta make sure I'm muted over here. I am muted. First time for anything, everything, some things, right? Hello, everybody. Oh, it's scoot in. Okay. Hey, Terry. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nerd Witch, Miss Cheesecake, Parasolo. Who else? Jenna? No highs for Jenna. Hey, what's up? Token Joker? There's my nephew. Hey, there's G. G. There's G. There's G. No, I'm sorry. That's GT Adventures. Oh, hold on. I gotta hit pause. Okay. Gosh dang, everybody. Okay, so, ooh, GT is okay. GT's okay. GT is pretty awesome. Hey, David. Hey, what's up, everybody? So I tried to get one person to come up. He was going to be a surprise, but I guess he can't make it tonight. Damn you. I'm not going to tell people who you are, but damn you. Damn, I said. Okay. So everybody knows what tonight is. Hey, Tanner, what's up? Welcome. Hey, David. So guess what? We're going to have probably somebody different come up tonight. Who could it be coming up on my piano? Not my piano, my panel. Where the fuck did I get a piano from? This is what happens when you have fucking what did I have? Pneumonia. That's what I had. When you have pneumonia, it really fucks with your brain. You know that? And what is that Terry says? Oh, CRS. Everybody, rule number thumb. CRS. Let's always blame it on the CRS. Damn, everything's moving so fast. Why isn't it moving fast over here? Oh, no. Did my thingy freeze up? Hey, Black Cat, what's up? Welcome. Can't remember shit. She's got it. Rule number thumb. Can't remember shit. Well, shit. Who am I going to get come up tonight? About another. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Jay really, he really loved that, but he's like, you know what? I think Lucas will really appreciate it. So that was something he really did love quite a bit, or very much so. Very much so. See, I can't even think straight or talk straight. God. So you know what's weird? On my StreamYards, right there, is running slower than YouTube. That's except for the video. The video's behind. Excuse me. Who can it be knocking at my door? Okay, so let's see. Where's my phone at? Gotta get my phone. Let me see. Oh. God damn! That's Julia up at Newburgh. Oh, why did I just say that out loud? Fuck. Oh my god. We should start a channel. We should. Since we're both Oregonians. I just gave away where you live because Jay asked me. Who's Black Cat? Oh, she said at McMinnville. See, I wasn't even going to go that far. But hey, okay, we'll do that. Terry. Terry. Yeah, now you remember who she is? And he's like, oh, I hear him in the other room. Yes, GT Squirrel. I can hear myself talking in the other room. Okay, so she's like, yes, Emmy. Terry. Maybe you should check your email in a moment, Terry. Because we planned this, but you never come up. But this time, you know what, Terry? I think I got you. I gotta pull up my email. I gotta remember what it was from. Which one did we do it to? That one, I think. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my God. I seriously can't think, people. I can't think. But this is why it's an unplanned podcast, right? Because we like that shit. We really do. And what did I send out? Okay, I did send it to this one. Okay. GRN. Oh my God, I can't even spell. Okay, that. I gotta go over here. I gotta grab this. See? So unplanned. I know, right? I hear you. I can't stay long. I gotta get some sleep. Tanner, I appreciate you coming in, though. I really do. Shit. I gotta send this to myself. Oh, God. I feel so useless. We gotta go here, here, here. Somebody's gotta be. What am I missing here? She's like, I'm waiting. Well, you know what? If you didn't have to use your email, this would have been a whole lot easier. Because I have to go here. I got to go here. Then I got to go here to get it from here. And I got to go here, then back to here, then set it in here and drop it in here. And then send. Okay. See, if I had an easier way to send it to you, I didn't have to go through 20 fucking hoops to do it. And now it's there. It is there. My dogs are snoring in the background. Love you, Tanner. You have a good night. Oh, Ba-da-da-dum. Yeah, think about what do you want to do? Black cat? What kind of thing do you want to do? Dress up as Michael Myers. Well, Jay can be, Jason off of Friday the 13th. When? Well, when? Ebenezer Cemetery? Where's that at? Excuse the big pop because it's like huge. But it's not quite a 2-liter, but it's more than it's a 1.25 liter. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, guess what? I hear something. Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys ready? So tonight we got a special guest.
A special guest. Hi.
What'd you say?
Hi, special guest. I feel so special.
Special guest on. See, if I didn't have to go through my email, it would be a whole lot easier, but holy shiitake mushrooms.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later. So tonight, you guys,
email me.
I'll have my people email your people, and then we'll organize some people things.
Yeah, just get your people to contact my people.
Do you think that'll work? So
I don't
I
know. It's
have.
me and you.
Ooh, GT says I'm a special guest. Don't worry, GT. I'm going to have you up here too.
GT,
Yes,
you want to
GT.
take my place?
Wow.
Don't look at me like that.
Wow.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean
GT, do
like,
you want to come up and I can
come
interview
on
you
up.
both?
I'm sure it's easier.
You just don't want to be in the hot seat, do you? Hey, Chef, how you doing? Welcome.
I have to
I don't know.
hold my phone.
Why do you gotta hold your phone?
Because I got nothing to put it on. This was like last minute. I was like laying in bed. I was like laying down. I went, oh shit.
Well, just get all comfy
Get up.
or whatever.
All right, I'm gonna get all comfy.
Get all comfy because we'll be probably asking you questions.
What?
People won't tell.
Nobody's gonna ask me anything.
Okay. Well, I don't know if GT wants to come up. He didn't say anything, so he's being a butt nugget.
A butt nugget.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. This I can do
Sounds
this easy.
uncomfortable.
Now you're uncomfortable?
No, a butt nugget is uncomfortable.
Okay, here. See, this is easy. I can just go here and send him this there because you know why?
Why?
I got his phone number. That is why. There you go, GT. Huh. Okay.
Well, if you email me, then I can give you my phone number.
I emailed you and gave you my phone number. All you have to do is text me back.
When?
When did I email you? Yes. Oh my God. Oh my.
I mean, I know you emailed me right now, but you didn't put your phone
Look at your
number.
other emails. Bill got us all new equipment. We got to use it. That's awesome. I'm trying to sell some of my equipment because there's just some shit I'm not using anymore. And I got it because it was like cool at the time. Okay,
Yeah.
so HC goes, I'll ask Terry.
What?
Oh, wait. I'll ask Terry if she has a book to prop the phone on.
It's called my
She's
hand.
taking it down now.
It's pretty
You know
steady,
what?
though.
You want to know what the best thing is? I got several of these throughout the house. These little guys right here.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I need one, like, for when I'm laying in bed.
And then you know what? It folds up and you could take it anywhere.
That's awesome. Man, my dog is farting so bad right now. Ugh.
Don't blame the dog. Stop blaming the fucking.
Seriously. It's a freaking dog. It's under my bed. Like, he has a
I hate
cave.
that. That's the worst. That's the worst.
It's under my bed, so it's all wafting up. like your background.
Wafting. Look at what the dogs are causing. This waftiness, this smokiness.
For real.
This is the not so paranormal right here that we're talking about. It's really.
This could be paranormal.
It could be. It could be aliens under your bed, as far as we know.
You know what? I heard knocking under my floor.
You were
today.
saying that. You were saying
that.
that.
And I don't know what the hell it is. I'm like, it's not like anything could get in my under the house. And you know, there's stuff happens here sometimes, and it was literally like, I was like, what?
And an animal's not going to knock.
No, it's not gonna knock. So I was like, why don't you just come in? Like, you know, but I didn't want to break out the K2 or anything. I was just kind of suspicious about it. And then it's creepy going down there in any basement or under the house, crawl space, whatever, you know.
Spiders.
And it stinks, you know. So, but I will go down there and with my freaking nerdy headlamp because it does the job.
You know what? Hey. Oh, hold on. I got one of those nerdy headlamps.
Okay. Of course she does. Yeah, so my headlight's really nerdy though, but because it's like when you have to wear braces and you know, for those of you who remember, or maybe they still have it, you had to wear headgear. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, you got the big old headgear? Oh,
yeah, but you know what? This one's cool though because it has cop lights, like it flashes red and blue.
See, I got this one, then you can wear under your hair.
Well, that's not bad. That's like a GoPro. I think mine's in my toolbox. I just like threw it in there.
No, I love the nerdy lights. I love them.
Yeah. I like it because it has 11 settings. Literally, I got to press it like
What
11
you
times. It does all these different things.
Yeah,
So
this
I'm going to
one
be going down there.
I got the
I don't have
blue.
I don't have to
Yeah.
travel far to go investigate. That's for sure.
Oh, geez, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, you,
Oh,
oh, you got the cop lights too?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Jojo. So I want. Hey, Dreads. Dreads is in the house. Deluxe. Sounds like a prison. Anyways, why don't you tell us who you are and what your channel's about?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Is that what this is about? Okay.
Yep.
I'm Terry Charms, Life and Beyond. I do paranormal, but I also just get on live streams and on my own, besides Emmy, and talk about stuff, just whatever comes to my mind. But really, like paranormal is really what my channel is about. You know, it used to be
Hey,
about.
Megan.
Emmy, you can explain it better than I can. I used to have a channel that was really paranormal, and now I'm just getting back. And I'm up to 75 subscribers. And so,
Well, let me drop your link in there. Keep talking.
yeah,
Keep
the
talking.
more subscribers I have, the more it gives me more motivation to get out there and do things.
And you took a year off.
And it's
Welcome,
been hard.
paranormal. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, my back didn't, so
Yeah,
that's
so
why I'm
you
laying
took about a
flat.
year
My
off,
back
huh?
is messed up. Yeah, and I really need like the motivation to get back out there, and a lot of things have changed and for the better. So I just want to get back out there and do what I love and bring it to you guys like that for real. 100.
Today I heard you talking about a DIY.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also want to create a DIY channel. I don't want to use it on this channel. I just have to create a DIY channel unless you guys are into that stuff. So I'm doing paranormal and then I'm like just doing DIY, but I'm getting ready to tile my bathroom. And I just
I would
made a
do
live
it.
stream about that. If you want to catch that live stream, talking about my tile and showing you all my sexy tile.
She was talking about her tile and showing her brass.
I was showing my tile, and it's pretty badass. So,
Pam, thank
Emmy,
you for being a member for 15 months. Money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. I don't have the cool things. I gotta hook them up. I got the thing, but I don't have the sound bites. Thank you, Pam. What's up?
why don't you have
Welcome.
the sound bites?
I did, and then
Where'd
I
they go?
didn't. They poof somewhere. They're in my external somewhere.
Okay, never
I
mind.
just gotta hook it back up. I'm not really I am computer illiterate when it comes to something.
You're not on JMac's computer.
No, if I was, I would
No,
have a cool background going on behind me. My background's all crooked. I got a green screen,
I
but it's
no, I
crooked.
like this. It's cool. I
Yeah.
like the smoky thingy. Yeah, smoking. You're smoking, Emmy.
I'm smoking. No, you're smoking because you are on the show tonight, and I think am I pointing to you? No.
I know. Nobody's got any questions for me. They're like, yeah, whatever, Terry.
Yes. Relaxing and packing for the road trip. That's right.
What do you want to know? Does anybody want to know anything paranormal? You? I mean, you probably know
How
everything.
long? Okay, let me ask you this. Have you always been into the paranormal, or maybe like let's start when you were a little kid?
Perfect. So it all started when I was 5 years old. I was a wee
Okay.
little lad,
And
and
you got to do an accent now.
and the first thing that happened to me was I was lying in bed, of course. It's always where it happens when you're a little kid. You're lying in bed in your room, and
Hey, ladies at TikTok or not
something
TikTok,
like
TikTok.
the bottom of my foot. You missed that, Emmy. Something went
Something
the bottom.
your thing. You just like blurred, like you froze.
Yeah, because I got a phone call and I had to reject it. I'm probably going to get a call back.
Oh.
So let me just send a message real quick. Say, okay.
Say I got arrested.
All right.
And I need bail money.
What? Who
Say
got
I got
arrested?
arrested and I need bail. You, tell them you got arrested and you need bail money.
Terry, where are you? I'm in Cali. Is that what you meant? Because most of the time
Yeah,
I'm not really sure where I am.
she's in the wrong state of mind. Hey, Dom,
Or
we got
just
Don in the
anywhere.
house. Ladies of
Okay,
IPOC,
so
welcome. I'm
okay, you
listening.
ready? Can I go on?
Yes,
So
please. I'm sorry.
it was a finger that touched my foot because I used to sleep with the blankets, I had to have my feet sticking out like a lot of people. And
Yeah.
then ever since that happened to this day, I can't sleep with my feet out. I always feel like something's going to try to touch me again. I've been touched. So that was the first thing that happened to me. And I kept everything quiet. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell anybody. I just thought, "Oh, this is life." Sort of.
Well,
But
you
then
and I were around the same age, so back then it wasn't really spoken of, or our parents would be like, "No, it's an imaginary friend."
our parents would, they would just be like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you to the doctor,"
Let's put you on fucking everything out there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that happened, and then I mean, there's some sad stuff, but it just life. I'm not a victim. It just things happened, And my dad used to hit me, so I used to bolt out the front door, and he was a big guy, and he couldn't catch me. I would just go up the sidewalk. I know in Oregon there are no sidewalks, but for those of you who have sidewalks, I would just bolt up the sidewalk. Man, he couldn't catch me, and then this one day I was running up the street and something put like I felt hands on my shoulders, like stopping me. And I was
Right.
trying to run and I couldn't move. And it wasn't like this paralysis crap, it was something literally evil because I turned around, I kept turning around like, oh, he's gonna get me. And I couldn't move. This thing was holding me. And my dad caught me. So that was the
So
second thing that happened to me.
wow.
That was the most profound thing when I was a kid that happened to me. Like, I mean, I didn't dwell on it. I was a kid, but
Right.
when you get older, you're like, remember when that happened to you? I'm like, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
That was
Did
crazy
you
because I don't hear too many people saying that.
um did you ever like hear a spirit or like see a spirit or shadows or anything like that when you were younger?
Not when I was younger. I mean, when I was little, when you're a little kid and you're in your room at night and it's dark and
Shadows
you
everywhere.
hear you hear yeah, you see shadows everywhere. Like, I was afraid of the dark, no doubt. And
Mhm.
I would hear cats outside in heat, and it sounded like a baby being freaking, you know, a baby crying.
Right.
And it was just like it just freaked me out. But I didn't know that it was a cat. I found that out later. So I was
Right.
always scared. I was always scared when I went to bed. Plus my older brother had night terrors, and one time he would sleepwalk. And so, my door would be open, the hall light would be on, and it's creepy when your brother or sister, sibling, whatever, uh, just you turn your head and they're standing in your doorway, just staring at you. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Go to mom, go to mom's room. And so all I hear from my mom's room is get back to bed. And so I was just like laying there in bed. I was like 8 years old. I was like laying there and I was like, they just yelled at him, go back to bed. I'm like, they don't know he's sleepwalking, but I knew that he was, but I had to check.
Right.
So I went into his room. Sure enough, he was just sound asleep. And this is
How
literally
cold.
within like a couple minutes. And they used to find him outside because he had night terrors. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it
I've
was.
never had night terrors myself, but I've heard of people having them.
Yeah,
None of my kids have
not
had them,
fun.
so I guess I was a fortunate one, and I feel for the people who do have them in the families, so, uh,
Yeah, I mean,
just
it was weird. I didn't really know how bad it was, but one time I guess I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, "Yeah, we used to find him in the middle of the night outside." in the backyard, in the front yard. I'm like, what did you do? Like, did you lock the door? Like, well, how did you lock the door? I had to put extra locks because I always like, why are there these locks way up here? You know,
They
and it
were
was
to
so
lock
he
you
would
in.
what
I said they were to lock you in.
to lock me in. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, but
Well, that
that
would
was
make
just to
sense.
keep him from going outside. It was crazy. So
So, I mean,
anyway, so that happened, and then nothing really. I'm like trying to think when I was a kid, it really nothing. And then there's something else that happened that I don't know if it's paranormal or if it's something that has to. I can't. It's hard to talk about because it was like I had these jumps in time, and this is where everybody's going to be like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "No, this really happened to me." Like where I would be sitting at a
nobody's
table,
gonna call you crazy here.
and there'd be like people around, and all of a sudden I would get these feelings in me, like butterflies in my stomach. You get real excited about something, you feel butterflies. I would get that feeling and I wasn't excited about anything. So I'm like, why am I getting this feeling? Right. But then everybody be talking, and all of a sudden, like my body would just start feeling weird. And then I'd have to tell everybody to be quiet. I just was, I don't know what it was. I was just like, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Shh, just be quiet. And everybody'd be like, okay. And then I'd have to let whatever was happening in my body happen. And then bam, in my mind, I would see the next thing that they were going to say, all of them. Like I knew the
Really?
next moment that was going to happen. And then I would get really hot and very exhausted. And then I'd be like, and they'd start talking again. And it was exactly what I went through, what I saw. And this was
Oh,
happening
wow.
to me like 6, 7 times a day. And it was draining. It was so draining on me because I didn't understand it. So,
Wow.
yeah. Some people thought maybe it was like deja vu. And I'm like, no, no, no. This wasn't like I was remembering a feeling or being somewhere. This was a real life happening. Something was happening. So I'm not sure to this day what it was connected to, other than maybe just coming into existence in this earth and still being, part of me. Like, because kids are connected, I think, more so to the spiritual realm. And I think that I was still connected to that in some way. I wasn't
Right?
used to being here on earth. And so whatever knowledge I had, it was just coming through me. Because they say when we come here, we forget why we're here.
Right.
And so it was happening so much and making me sick that and nobody understood. So I just had to, it just went away. And, sometimes I wish I still had that gift.
You don't
That's
think
gone.
you have it still, maybe?
No, it's been gone for a long time. But I've had other things like, I've had out of body experiences, not on purpose. Like if I fall asleep during the daytime, which I don't like to do, I haven't done in years, but a long time ago, I would fall asleep in the daytime and I'd have these weird, like partial out of body experiences where I felt my spirit legs just like lifting straight up into the air. And it was just, I can't explain it. Like, I had one many years later where I was at my friend's house, and this was at night. I was sleeping, and all of a sudden, like my spirit me, I was laying down, but my spirit me just sat up in bed, like effortlessly, like just went whoop, like just swoop, just sat up, and I was looking around, and I saw everything, and I was in like an enclosed porch area, so it had screen material, and I could see everything, but it was illuminated. It just had like this luminous light, and I was like, I knew I was laying down there, so I was like, and I know, like, one thing I always want to know when people have out of body experiences is how do they see themselves? And the only way I could say that I saw myself or perceived myself was light, like this illuminating light. Like I still had arms and legs and whatever. Like I sensed that, but it was a
Right.
light. It was like this illuminating light. So I experienced those a few times, and it's always hard to get back into my body. Like if somebody put electrodes on my head, they'd be firing off like crazy because I struggle to like wake up, and if I didn't, I felt like I would die. And so that was pretty tough. So I don't like having those. So when people are like, "Oh, I leave my body all the time," I'm just like, okay, like maybe you know something I don't know. I mean, no judgment, but my experience of getting back in my body has always been really difficult.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
so that
Johnny,
doesn't
what's up?
happen.
Welcome. And Canadian Witches in the house. We
What's
have
up,
for the new
everybody?
people coming in. Hey, Hensley Paranormal, what's up? We have Carrie
Hensley, what's
Charm
up?
on the panel tonight. I'm
Talking about the
interrogating her. Is that what we
paranormal.
call it? Interrogation? It's interrogation time. Let's get the
Interrogating.
light. Yeah, so let's put the light on you. The
I
bright
have an
light.
interrogating light right here. I just don't want to put it in my
Okay, there
face.
you go. Shine the bright. I was going to go. Yeah, we got the light out, but that wouldn't work.
Get your headlamps out.
It wouldn't work.
So then okay, you asked the question.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, we'll get back into you talking. I was going to ask: does the paranormal actually scare you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
It's not so much the paranormal as it is evil. If something's evil, I'm not touching it. I don't care. Like
Right.
I'm very sensitive, very empathetic. I feel everything. So if I was, I could pass by houses, and I'm gonna do this one day in a video, and I will. I promise. I can pass by houses and go, that one's haunted. That one's haunted. Oh, that one for sure is haunted.
So
But I have yet.
You just feel.
I feel it. I can feel it. And I don't know how right I am. I feel it, and I have yet to go knock on somebody's door and say, "Hey, is your house haunted?"
I want to come investigate it.
I need more subs, So
I want to prove to everybody that this house is haunted. Now, just say it's fucking haunted.
I gotta prove, man. I gotta prove it, right? That's what we're here for, right? And I also debunk stuff like when my K2 meter was going off the other day in my house for no reason, but there was a reason because I felt a presence and I busted out the K2 and it was going nuts. And then I kept testing it like every day. Like, is there something here? And it was just green. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Something was here. But of course there was.
No, I believe you. I believe you. A lot of people,
I just don't want to wear one around my neck all the time. Like, somebody here with me.
Where's mine now? Mine's over there. Imagine that wearing something around your neck. This is a heart thing, but just blood pressure
my
thing. Imagine wearing it around your neck. Yeah, I'm a paranormal investigator. And I gotta wear this K2 all the time.
Yeah. It's better than pepper spray. It'll keep people away from you. I mean, you're funny.
God. Well, you're the one that said. I never thought of that. Let's wear a K2.
Vegas is in the house. I just noticed that.
I just said that. She's been in the house.
I know. I'm not a good listener.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry.
So okay. My brain.
I saw Hat Man.
Fucking my brain just like okay. I was gonna say, or I was gonna ask, I can't remember, so I gotta keep talking just to try to remember because it's back in the back of my head somewhere. So okay, do you believe like if you're an asshole in person in life, living, do you believe that when they die, they're still gonna be an asshole when they're dead? Or in the spirit world?
Not a chance.
You think that they will be nice?
Well, I think they're going to meet God. This is my personal opinion. I think they're going to meet God and they're going to know what love is. And then they're going to, have a life review and they're going to go wherever God wants them to go. You know what I mean? So asshole, I think, yeah, you'll probably be all right if you're an asshole, but if you're evil and you do evil things,
Right.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's going to pan out for you too good, but I believe that God is a loving, forgiving God, and the love is what's going to break you down. So you're going to have to go to whatever, low level that you're going to be on in reincarnated form, but it's not going to be to hurt anybody or torture anybody anymore, because you realize what love is. But at the same time, if you're evil, you're evil, and you come from a dark place. You either come from light or you come from dark. Those
Right.
are real things. So I do believe that there is a God. I believe that there's a source energy, and a loving God. I believe in love, you guys. I believe in
She
love.
believes in love and positivity. Rule
I
number thumb.
believe
I
in
don't
love.
have love on my hand.
I believe in love. I wouldn't put it there if I didn't mean it. And
I believe in.
I believe
Oh
in
wait.
forgiveness. But evil is something that's just out of my hands. It's like, it's something that I don't want near me, and I don't want to know. So I don't
Well, I
know
don't think any
what
of us
happens
want
to them.
anything evil near us.
You know
I
what?
I I wouldn't.
I kind of I kind of think that they go to a pit. It's like, because darkness, I feel so much darkness around, and in certain people, and I just feel it in the world. And it's literally like you see these science fiction movies of this black goo, and I'm like, that's the darkness. It's like,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
these people have this darkness, and they, some people call it narcissism, but I'm like, it's darkness, and they try to gaslight you, and they try to make you feel
Yes.
crazy, and that's darkness, and I'll call it out, and I'll be like, shut up, darkness, like, you darkness,
There's a
darkness.
lot
I'll
of
just
that.
call it out, and yeah. So I think it's a collective thing, like, you're either going to go into a pit, or you're going to, rise and be the highest, lightest version of yourself, because love and light is where it's at. You know, people are out there looking for darkness. You'll never find Terry
Yeah.
Charms just calling out darkness. I'm not going to be like looking for it. That's what I want to find, not me.
So,
So,
okay, let me ask you this then. What are your thoughts on Ouija boards or um yeah,
well, I
spirit board?
broke one when I was 12. They say if you break one, I was on accident. I like leaned on it, like, a bunch of friends. We were like 12,
Oh,
13,
they'll give you a pass.
and
Yeah,
somebody
the
had
spirit world
one.
will give you a pass since it was an accident.
It was like somebody, accidents happen with Terry Charms. So, um, yeah, so we were all playing, and it was a long time ago. So I don't remember. I just remember leaning on it, and it broke, like cracked in half. And somebody said, "Oh, you're going to have 7 years bad luck." And I had like
How
bad
could you
luck for
break a
like
mirror?
17 years. Like for the next 17 years, it was
I've never
things
heard of
happen. But
that. 7 years bad luck, but I've heard of 7 years bad luck if you
somebody,
break a mirror.
yeah, well, I
So
guess
would
they
you
put
ever
that to a Ouija board. And I
so
was
are
like,
you
right.
against using Ouija boards, or are you willing to use a Ouija board, or you're like, "No, it's to each their own. Whoever
No, I
wants to
would
use it,
use it.
that's fine. I just don't wanna partake."
I'm not afraid of a Ouija board. No,
Okay, that's
I
cool.
don't. I think people put too much emphasis on the evil. Oh, it's evil, evil, evil. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be. It's all about your intentions. It has something to do
Intentions,
with it
yeah,
too. And who you
yeah.
are as a spirit. Because there are spirits out there that don't want to come near me because they know my light. And so they're like, they'll stay away from me.
I'm staying away from
I
Terry
can
Charles. He's
sense that
fucked
too.
up. No.
But like I was saying earlier, I saw Hat Man. And this is like maybe 11 years ago. It was at Scara's house. Scara's kind of dark sometimes. And her house is
You've
very
known her
old.
that
And
long?
yeah, I've known her for 13 years.
Oh, wow,
Lucky
okay.
13. So anyway. Yeah, so
Lucky
I
for
was laying
some,
in her.
unlucky for both.
True that. So I was I was laying on the floor like it was it was like an old carriage garage built in 1914, old craftsman house in Los
Oh,
Angeles.
wow, okay.
And I never in my life have I seen anything like this. And I wasn't twisted, I wasn't drunk, I wasn't nothing. And but I was into the paranormal at that time.
Right.
Me and my friend were discussing becoming ghost hunters and stuff. But
Dabbing into it.
I was just, I don't know. So I was laying on the floor, this brick floor, and there's a window about 10, 15 feet in front of me, and no covering on the window, like just empty space. You know, I just had like a mattress and a pillow. I was laying on the floor. And then I felt something was staring at me, and my eyes were closed. And I just felt something. And I immediately just didn't hesitate. And I popped up and I just stared directly at the window. And there was this thing in the window. And it had a wide brimmed hat. It had a riding coat. I call it cowboy hat, man. I saw all the
Okay.
ripples in the coat. It had no features in the face, but I
Just
knew it was staring at me. I felt its energy. And
right.
it had a very calm energy. It was very even. It didn't change. It was very even. Like, and I was like, make a move. Like in my head, I was like, make a move because I'm not moving. And we had a stare down, basically, except it was like used to just being like that. And I was just like, I wouldn't blink. And it felt like forever, but it was probably about 20 seconds.
Oh, I
And
hate that. Yeah,
he
that
morphed. It was
feeling.
definitely a male energy. And he morphed out of the window. Literally, he went like morphed out.
You?
And then I was just like, I could see it because I couldn't, he was solid. I couldn't see behind him.
Okay.
And I don't care. Like at night, like you can still see some stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like
There's stuff
it
that's
wasn't
yeah,
pitch black in
I know
it,
what you're
you know?
talking about.
So
It's blacker than black when you can see it.
it was
Yeah,
blacker than black, right? It just, yeah, it covered
blacker
the
than black.
window. And then when it morphed out, I was able to see again. So then I was like, oh shit, like what? My logical brain was just like, I have no idea what that was. I was super freaked out. But like before I saw it, I heard, because like I said, I was just laying there and I was waiting for Sarah to come home. And I heard rustling of leaves. It was in the fall time. And like now, and I heard rustling of leaves and I was like, oh, she's home. And then she didn't come in. And then I heard the leaves go around, like rustling around the side of the house. And then that's when I felt the energy and I popped up. And so when it morphed out the window, I was like, oh, where the hell did it go? Because it could only go into we have a washer and dryer outside in the back there. And so it would have had to go through the washer and dryer. So I knew it was paranormal. And I just knew automatically it was paranormal because it was the weirdest freaking thing I ever saw in my life. It wasn't human at all. It was from another dimension. And it scared me. And we ended up trying to find a medium at like 10 o'clock at night. And they said I opened a portal. And then I was like, I just wanted to slam that idea because I didn't open nothing, you know.
You weren't
But
doing anything, right?
somebody said write it a note. So I was like, that's a good idea. So I wrote it this note like a little kid. I was like, you scared me and I don't know who you are. And like, please stay away from me. Like, you know, I was nice. And then I said some blessing and I left it in the window. I never saw it again. And I have no
So
idea why it was there observing me, maybe. Some people call Hat Man the observer, and some people see Hat Man inside their home. And I mean, I did research on Hat Man after this and how many different Hat Mans there are. There's one that looks like the Monopoly guy. He has a tall hat, you know, and a cane. But when I saw a picture of Cowboy Hat Man, I almost freaked out. I was like, whoa, like you didn't imagine that. Like that's
you
real.
never
Other
heard of that
people
before till you saw him, right? And then you noticed
never.
other people had, like, same experiences and stuff?
Yeah, I started researching it, and there's this one woman who really got into Hat Man and tried to put it together like he's an observer, and you know, people saw him in their bedroom, and then it said something interesting because, you know, I have a quarter Cherokee blood. I don't even like, you know, I don't want to call myself a Native American. I have Cherokee blood, and somebody said like another psychic somebody, and which I don't totally like want to brush off, you know, because I have strong feelings too, and I'm right a lot about things. So they said, "Oh, I see feathers over your head," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I read that with Hatman or certain shadow figures, they can't come in your house if you have Native American spirits looking out for you, or you are one, like you're, you know, you're Native American, like they won't come in. So thank you. Thanks for that. 'Cause,
Well,
man,
wow.
if it was in my freaking house, like in front of me, I'd be swinging at it. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I wouldn't just try to hide under my covers, you know? I'd want to
Uh,
talk to it for sure. I'd just be like, "Can you speak? You want to talk? Come on." You know, don't just stare at me, like, you know, because that's creepy. It's like, why are you staring at
yeah,
me?
if if I'm expecting it, you know, then yeah, but I can relate. I came home from Florida one time, and even Jay saw this. Was it? We went to bed and we saw this. It was blacker than black because it was the lights were out, but we could see this black thing like going up the side of our wall, up on the ceiling. And I'm like, "Are you seeing that?" And Jay goes, "Yes. Are you seeing that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I put the blankets over my head. You would think I would have tried something, but I was like, and I said a prayer, and then I like peeked, and it was gone. I don't
I
know
think
what it
that
was,
works
but
with ghosts. You can't do that with like people in your house,
I
though.
can't see you.
It's that false
But
sense of security that we all feel just so cozy about. Like,
but
yeah.
I think because
No, I don't
it
know.
was in my own home, that's what, like, really freaked me out. I've never had I
Yeah.
we have things that happen here. The house does do paranormal the house doesn't, but we have paranormal activities here. We have a couple spirits here, but I've
Mhm.
never encountered anything like that, black,
Um,
so
yeah, that's yeah, to me that's an entity. You know, I call it entity. Like, I don't want to throw around the word spirit like a lot of people do. Hey spirit, hey spirit, hey spirit. Because I don't know what they are. You know, I don't know what's out there. If I can't see you, I don't know what you are. You know, if you want to say I'm a spirit somehow to me, let me know. But otherwise, I'm just like, I'll catch myself saying spirit, and then I'm like, entity, whatever you are. Not to be rude, I don't know. And that's the honest truth. But I also I've seen poltergeist stuff. Um, I've seen it a couple times. One at the creepy house, which is Sarah's house, and she just had it remodeled,
that's
but
what you call her, Scara.
Scara. Yeah, yeah, Scara. So, and
Scara.
Scara is a witch, and she used to practice. I'm not saying she was a dark witch, but she's been involved with people who are on that dark level,
Right.
and it infiltrates. You know, it gets in, and I'm like a shining light, and I try to be that for her. You know, and so when the darkness comes, I'm like, yeah, no darkness. You know, and it comes from negativity. 100% comes from negativity, and it just latches on that oozing darkness, and I don't like it. But I did see, again, this is like hanging around her crowd in somebody's house who had like a house full of drug addicts. Like, it was serious, it was sad.
That's not a
A-
good
a-
combination there.
And so there's a lot of negativity. So you got heavy energy,
Yeah.
and I had to talk to this guy for like a second. And as he was laying there in bed, he had these what are those called? The shutters on his windows, and one of them just
Mhm.
opened like effortlessly, like boop, just like that, like smooth as butter, boop, just opened. And I was like, everybody's on drugs, you know, they're all high on heroin or whatever, you know, so they didn't
You see that
notice
tumbling
shit,
over there?
nor did they
Shadow people
care.
everywhere.
You know, but you know, this guy, he wasn't, you know, he was just like the keeper of the drug addicts. And I was like, "Did you see that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's probably my brother." Like, just all
He's all
nonchalant.
nonchalant.
And I was like, just like, what the fuck, you know, like, without, I've never seen that, right? And then around the same people. Okay, so that happened, and then I had to. My friend had to watch this girl's cats. She had like 24 cats in a room.
She was
Like
single,
crazy.
wasn't she?
No, she was living with this crazy man. So,
usually when they're single, they'll have a boyfriend. They're the cat women, cat ladies.
she was just, I don't know what her deal was, man. Like, I don't know. But she was a witch, full on dark, admitted witch. Okay. And I didn't like being around her, and I saw her kill a kitten just by getting angry. She
Oh
didn't
my
murder
god!
it. She like yelled at it, and it freaking died, like right in front of me. I was like, what
What?
the fuck? Yeah. I was like, man, I don't know what the heck. So people really like gotta take this stuff seriously, man. Like if you are consumed with darkness and negative energy and conjuring up stuff, shit's gonna
Yeah.
manifest, and I don't want to be a part of that. So that happened, and then she went on vacation, and my friend who was dying from liver cirrhosis, I was videoing like every moment with her. She was like one of my best friends, and so she was feeding the cats and stuff, and then there was a mirror on the left side, and no, it was on the right side, and there was a windows on the left side, and I don't know, I was panning around or whatever, and something freaking flew out of the mirror of this witch's
What?
room. Yeah, and I was like, it looked like a geometrical bird. That's the only way I could describe it. It was like a geometrical bird, and it flew out of the mirror, and then it flew out of the window. And I was like, that's it. I caught it on video, and I wish I still had that video. But this was before I
Don't you
was
hate
on
that?
YouTube. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. And I showed it to people, and they're like, "Yep, that's weird," But I was expecting more of a reaction, like, "Isn't that fucking crazy?" Like, But people are like, "Uh huh," And I'm just like, "Wow, I'm so
Like you
blown
see
away."
that every day.
So
So
there was that.
I'm trying to catch up with So about what time frame are we at? About how old are you?
This is about 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Okay. So
And then
40s,
since
30s.
then, like I moved up here. I've seen, when I was living in LA and being around darkness and all these people, I would catch things out of the corner of my eye, like shadows and stuff, but it wasn't enough to report on. It was like,
Yeah,
okay, I know they exist,
I do that. I'm like,
but
was that a shadow or no? I'll just call it something else. An
yeah,
eyelash.
but like when sometimes like when I would meet certain people, I would just see evil in them, and
Right.
they didn't like me. Like anybody who's evil hates me. They just hate me, and I'm like, sorry, but I've had people like this one guy. I was stuck in a room with him. Don't ask me why. I can't get into why, but I was in this room. Everybody left me in the room with this freaking demon.
Were you guys
I think
playing
his
spin the
name.
bottle?
I think his name was Demon. I don't play spin the bottle with demons,
Demon or
but
demon?
he wouldn't freaking communicate. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like I'm a communicator,
Yeah.
right? And he just kept going like this and staring at
The
me.
fuck? I would be
And
like,
I was like,
dude.
oh, okay. Well, I just pretended like I didn't know what he was doing. But I was like, when are they coming back? It was crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
as soon as you did that, I'd be out the room. I'd be like, okay, bye.
yeah.
Fuck that shit.
So,
I'll just shoot 'em out.
like I've seen demons in people. I've seen demons in myself. And other people have too. People who are close to me, and you can open portals.
I was gonna say
When
a lot
when
of
you
us
drink
have our own
alcohol, and
demons.
when you get angry, if you have a negative outlook, anything like these demons can jump in you and take over
Yes. That
and cause
I
havoc.
believe that 100%. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
That's why they say like when you go investigate, you need to have a clear mind, be positive, don't be influenced by alcohol or marijuana or anything like that.
Marijuana, nah. Alcohol for sure. For sure.
But, some people, they can, some people, I feel if that's what they wanna do, or if that's how they feel they need to do it, that's okay, because that's them. That's not something I'm not gonna go out and drink and then say, "Hey, let's go up the road and, do some paranormal investigation while we're fucking drunk as fuck," No way. No way.
No, no,
I
no. Like with me, like when I would drink, drinking is not for me. Like there are people who are happy drunks, and it's not that I'm not a happy person. It's just I'm susceptible when I drink, and these demons know that, and they just want to jump in me, and they do, and I can get really dark thoughts, and I just got sick of it, and I did what I did, and I said, that's it, I'm not drinking anymore.
Good
So
for you. Good for you.
yeah,
I'm not
that was
much of a drinker.
clear decision.
That was last year, right? Because
What else?
you haven't
Yeah, that
drank
was last
since.
year. Yeah,
Good
I
for
haven't
you.
drank over a year.
Dinner's done.
I'm trying to smoke. I'm trying to quit smoking pot, and I just can't seem to do
Why?
it.
I
And my
mean,
willpower's
pot,
not there.
but you don't
Nah,
have any
I
other bad
abuse it.
habits, right?
Nah. I've been
So,
smoking for 40 years. I mean, like for the last like umpteen years, I mean, every day it's like, I just have to, I'm at a point in my life where I have to prove things to myself. Sorry, I've got a phone call. I have to prove things to myself. Like I have to overcome myself. So even if I have to put it
right.
down for a little bit, I have to overcome. And I
Yeah.
love marijuana. Man, I love marijuana. And everybody I'm subscribed to and I see is smoking marijuana. I'm like, oh man, it's so hard to stop,
But you
but
don't smoke cigarettes though, right?
no, I used to smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes when I would drink. So I would binge drink and
Yeah,
smoke. That's the worst. I'd go
binge
through a
drinking
pack of
is
cigarettes,
horrible.
not of my own, because I would never buy cigarettes, but I would go through like a pack of somebody else's cigarettes in like an
OB
hour. Like
cigarettes.
seriously, it's horrible. Oh, I hate cigarettes. Ugh, poison. Yuck.
Yeah, I quit
Sorry for
smoking
all your smokers
years ago.
out there.
No,
Sorry,
okay.
not sorry. It's one of those. Sorry, not sorry.
To each his own. But I've never really been much of a drinker. I was a bartender for many, many years, so,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I can see you doing that.
I'm kinda friendly.
Yeah, yeah, I
No,
can
I did.
see you
I
doing that. You'd
bartended
be a
for
good
many years.
bartender.
Thank you.
Right on.
But I got tired of the
So,
drunks, got tired of them throwing shit at me when I cut them
oh
off. And
man,
at that
can't
point, we cut
imagine.
off because, you're
Yeah,
drunk and now you're throwing shit at me, motherfucker. So,
86, 86.
yep, 86 out of here. Me and Jay got 86 out of a
Yeah,
bar because he
I
got in
got
a fight.
86 out of the bar. Not for my reason. I got into a fight because I was waiting for my friend to get out of the bar, and the bartender liked me, so I was getting free drinks, and then I don't know what happened. You have so many drinks, and then you're like, I don't know anymore. And
Yep.
then, but I didn't do anything weird, man. Like somebody else was paying attention to me, and this person got jealous, and so they kicked me out of the bar. And then I was like, can I just get my friend? It was snowing outside, and this was in Seattle. And I was like, can you just get my friend? I didn't want to be disrespectful. I didn't want to go back in there, but I was waiting in the cold, and I was like, I got to go back in there. Okay. So I go back in there, and I look at this bartender who's like a chick, like shaved head, 300 pounds, wearing a bow tie, and just staring me down like a pit bull. And I'm like, I'm gonna go in that room and get my friend. And she was looking at me like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. And I started to go that way. And she freaking just tackled me. Like just came out and 300 pounded me onto the ground. Bam! Broke my ankle. I knew it. My leg was broken.
Oh,
And I'm on the floor, this dirty, disgusting bar floor. And everybody in the freaking place was applauding. And I was crawling like a soldier out of the exit. And I was laying. Nobody came to my aid. I didn't do anything to
really?
anybody. Yeah, and this happens to Terry. So I was like, I'm on my own again, so I'm like just out there, and my car's out there, and I'm like, I think they called the police too, and so I'm like leaning on my car. It's a stick shift. I know my leg's broken, but I don't want to tell the cops anything, right? I just said, and the
What's that?
bartender.
It's an outside thing.
What's an outside thing? Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Go
I'll,
ahead.
I'll make it quick. All right, so
No,
the
no, no. You were
bartender.
talking about real. You don't have to make it quit.
Okay, so the bartender, as the cops were talking to me about what happened, I guess the bartender's like running down the street. And I'm like, you need to go get her. Like, I don't know why I'm the victim of an attack. You know, I'm
Broke
like,
my leg.
what the hell? And I just said, look, I just want to go home. It's freezing. I just want to go home. I was waiting for my friend, and this
Your
one girl
friend never
came out
came
and
out
helped me.
during this entire fight.
No, my friend didn't even come out, right? What a friend, right? So this other girl came out and was like, I'm laying there on the sidewalk, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, can you go get my friend? And so she went in and got my friend. And I'm like, we got to get out of here. And it's like 2 a.m. My leg's broken. I have a stick shift. And they're
And
like,
that's
I'm
kind of hard to
hungry.
drive.
Yeah, but I'm a soldier. And they're like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, what do you mean you're hungry? I'm like, I got to go to a hospital. My leg's broken, like it's broken. And they're like, no, we got to go to IHOP. And so I'm hopping into IHOP, like literally hopping into IHOP. And I'm trying to, they're ordering shit. And I'm like, I just want a strawberry shake. And I'm hurting if I can't drink a shake, man. So I was like, I couldn't get through it. I was like, I got to go to the hospital. So sure enough, I go to the hospital, but I was wearing my EMT boots because I was an EMT. And the doctor said
Yeah.
that's what saved me. That's what saved my leg from really fracturing like through my skin. So
Oh yeah, that would be horrible.
that's
Welcome back,
that's
Terry.
it's one of my bar freaking stories. That was horrible.
We'll have to do, you know what? I'll have to do that one night. Do the unplanned podcast, and we'll have to talk about horror stories
Bar
like that.
stories.
Horror stories. I have so many of them. Even because I've been with Jay over 30 years, and
Oh wow, cool.
he used to be a binge drinker, and so you know how them binge drinkers. They nothing fucking touches them. He can down a fucking. He doesn't drink Zambuca anymore, thank God. But he would down a fifth of Zambuca like nothing. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm fine. And he's going to be a happy drunk or he's going to be, stop smoking.
What's
Jeez.
that? It's your smoke alarm. What is that? Your
Did you have
smoke
the
alarm?
fan on? Oh my
Probably
God.
all this
He's,
smoke up in here.
hold on.
What's he doing? Is he blowing it directly into the smoke detector? What's up, chat? That's gonna be fun to hear Emmy's bar stories, man. I want to hear some of those because crazy things go down in bars all the time. Let me go to the comments. You think it's funny, huh, Nerd Witch? It is. It's funny.
Yeah, no
Hold
more
on, let
grilling
me
in the
get back.
Okay, so I'll tell you why all the fucking smoke alarms are going off in this house. I got Jay a grill. What's it called?
A George
A
Foreman
dual
grill.
propane. Yeah. Well, instead of cooking it outside, he's like, yeah, not barbecue grill, but you can, put pots on it, pots and pans or whatever. And
Yeah.
instead of doing it outside, he did it in the kitchen. So I'm like, yeah, in our camper, we use the propane to cook on, right? In the
Right.
stove and stuff. So
Yep.
why not?
Well, what is your smoke detector like? Right over your stove?
No. No, this one.
J Mac, can you detect when something is burning in your pot?
Set off 3 smoke alarms. The one was in here, and the other 2 were down the hallway.
That's funny.
You can't burn shit.
Yeah, you can't burn shit. Well, you can burn some shit.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So yeah, he doesn't know how to cook. Okay, I lie. He does. He knows how to cook. He's a good cook. He is, but
So what else? You want me to fast forward?
No,
I got more stories.
I know you do. You have to have a lot. You turned 55, so I can only imagine.
I said
like
I have more. Only a few
ton of
more, you know.
stories. No, I bet you
I
got a
only have
lot
a
of
few
stories
more.
out there. So, okay,
Probably
let me
ones
ask you
that
this, like, you don't wanna tell us?
you haven't even asked me.
Well, I'm trying to ask you. I was gonna ask, okay, so we'll get back into the paranormal at the moment. So, have you got when do you say that you actually gone out and started to investigate? Or do you really go out and investigate?
I don't want to call myself an investigator, you know, but sometimes when you're out there, you kind of are investigating. But I do it with feeling, you know. I just feel stuff, and like I said, I'm not like a hardcore. Like I don't like clowns, and I don't like creepy dolls, and I don't like anything evil. And so what am I left with? Just,
You
you
don't like
know,
my
these
creepy
stories.
doll?
Hell no. No. I like creepy dolls, man. Like even stuffed animals, man. Even if my dog looking at me funny, I'm like, you know, are you possessed? I'm
They're
like, no,
cool?
no thanks. No, see, like trolls, whatever. I'm not afraid of a troll. It's just these
Okay,
freaky dolls, you know. And I just don't like them. Clowns, like, yeah, I don't know what it is universally. You either love clowns or you hate clowns. Yeah, no. Nope. I see, I don't know. I feel like they can be possessed.
well, they can.
And that's why. 'Cause I'm like, man, and it's a doll. Like, ew, weird. You know, like, it's too crazy for me. And if I saw that crap, oh, wow, that would really, I don't know what happened. It's happening.
Hey, Mike,
Dude.
Ghostbusters, Ghost Shadows. I'm sorry. Wait, holy cowgirl hunting, she
Ghostbusters. I
changed
like
her
it.
name. No, I don't want it.
That's Holy Cowgirl?
Yeah,
What?
no, that's
That's
not. This
Mike.
is Holy Cowgirl. Holy Cowgirl Hauntings.
That's Holy Cowgirl.
Yeah, she changed her name.
Yeah, hauntings. Yeah.
Oh.
I know her as Cowgirl, so hey Cowgirl, what's up? It's good to see you again.
What's up? Terry knows Terry.
What's up?
Oh, you see my
So
panda suit? I do too.
no, yeah, I don't know. You
like
just made
pandas
it look
either?
right at me. It's like staring right at me. I mean,
What about those?
ah, shit. What is that?
She's like, stop it! Stop!
No. I'd be like,
No, you like
what do you think of that?
this one you like.
Why are you doing this? I'm not going to your house. I changed my mind. You're going to have to put those things away. Because they'll come to life, man, if I go over there. Like, all your stuff will just be like, Terry's here. Let's wake up. And not like Toy Story. It'll be kind of like Toy Story. Toy Story 2. Yeah. Because you'd mess with
throw her. Please don't
me.
attack me. I didn't mean to throw you. Okay. I just had to make peace with my doll.
Terry would
Okay,
be
you're
like, all those dolls.
Ooh, Terry, I will show you my dolls. Yeah, holy cowgirl Terry could show you her dolls. Oh, she froze.
Don't want to know it. I'm not froze.
You
Am I
were
froze?
just frozen. Not now.
Okay.
Okay, no.
All right. I'm cool.
We're back on schedule.
All right. Okay, so let me fast forward to some more stories. Just a couple more, you guys, because I know you've got a busy night or day ahead of you, whatever. And I want you to go to sleep on a good note.
I have no busy life.
What the heck is that behind you? Is that a real dog? What is that? That is a real dog. Okay.
About? No.
Your
what?
dog.
No. What are you talking about?
I saw a dog. And then okay, never mind. So anyway, shut up.
Are you losing your mind?
Yeah,
you see a dog?
I am.
Where?
Nope, not anymore. I don't see it. So anyway, And like
You're a
in
dog.
2019 or 20, I can't remember, one of those years, when I had my old channel, I used to be up in the middle of the night a lot. I still am, like 3 in the morning. And I was subscribed to Unearthly Wanderings. I'm giving her a shout out. Julie's very cool. And she was streams, and I was on the live, I was in the chat all the time, at like 3. And you just, spawn around. Shit,
Hold on.
what's
Is
going
it
on?
me or is she
It is really late.
robotic, you guys?
No, you
You
were
just
spinning
sounded.
too.
I was spinning?
You,
Okay,
yeah,
yes, they're saying you were robotic, so yes,
of course.
you were having issues.
But you were
Anytime you
spinning
start
too.
talking about some weird people. Was I
It's
spinning?
probably, I don't
Send
know.
me right
I don't know
now,
what's
leave
going
me
on, you
right now.
guys. I just think it's been a weird day. But
The freakiness.
if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
get to
gotta
at least 100 subs. I'm trying to get back up there.
let me get back to your channel. So you totally deleted your other channel. Just
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I don't know. I just thought I had to get away from everything, and just
that makes
start all
sense.
over. And some people are so afraid to do that. And I had some really interesting, legit paranormal content on that channel. And it's gone, but I'm not afraid. There's not a shortage of paranormal activity. So
I'm
but
gonna
on
drop
this
your link
channel,
in the chat.
oh cool. But on this channel, I was on the panel one night, and there are like these freaky things behind my shoulder that it was like fingers. And she submitted that to 𝒤TH:5. You guys all know who �TH:5 is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big ass channel, right? And it made it to Nukes. And she sent me the link. We had a fallout, but she sent me the link anyway, like to let me know, like, we made it, like you made it. And I'm like, whoa. And every now and then I'll get somebody I don't know to say, hey, I saw you on Nukes. And then somebody else picked it up, another big channel. And I just got that notification. And I can't remember what the name of it is. That's how much I care. But at least on Nuke's top 5, I don't even know how to find it. I don't even know what it's titled, but I know like at least 1 million people saw that.
Wow,
But
that's
I
so
don't have it.
cool.
I don't have the footage anymore. Oh, but you know what she does? If you go to Unearthly Wanderings and you look up, oh god, I don't even know what you titled it.
Unearthly wanderings.
Unearthly Wanderings, and it'll say Terry Charms, like something about me on the panel. It was like I said a couple of years ago, so she's got a lot of
So
videos. You'd have to really
is
look for it.
is her icon red with a ghost?
Yeah, it's pink. Yeah,
Okay,
I have
pink,
her
red.
merch too. Like I buy people's merch. I'm one of those. I'll sport your merch, and I won't sport my own doing lives. Lives or investigations, whatever. Like, but I'll sport yours.
I just
So
subbed her.
anyway,
I've seen her somewhere before, but I don't know where.
in Australia, she does cemeteries, and it
Okay.
used to be fun. Like things have changed, like I don't even know if she does panels anymore. Things have changed. But yeah, so that happened to me, and I didn't feel anything around me that night. And they were tripping. They were like, what? Because I had like, what's that light called? I have it right here, and I don't even know what it's called. It's the grid light. So
Oh,
I
the
had a
grid. Yeah.
green grid light. Yeah, I turned off the light right here, and then the green light was on the grid, and then they started seeing something in the grid, like moving, and they were all talking in their Australian accent. They were like freaking out, and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "There's something behind you, Terry." Oh my! They were freaking out, and I was like, "What?" I was looking around, like I couldn't see anything. And they're like, "You're not doing anything, Terry." I'm like, "My hands are right here." I'm like, "I'm not doing anything. Like, what are you guys seeing?" So I didn't even know what they were seeing until I saw the video myself. And then I was like, whoa, like I got the heebie jeebies. Like, I was like, what is that? And ever since then, I've felt things in my house. But I don't feel it's
The
evil.
house
I feel
we're
like
living in
it's,
now, right?
yeah, I feel like it's Native American. But so because nothing, yeah, I have been creeped out sometimes, but people get that way when you're alone and it's dark and you're in the forest and,
Yeah,
sometimes I get like a creeped out feeling.
I do that here.
Yeah. So, it just happens. But that was definitely interesting. And then like the other day with the K2 meter, the knocking on my floor. So I'm having some activity right now. And I noticed that the activity picks up when it's windy. And
Ooh.
it's been very windy, and I'm like, I don't know, I
Oh,
guess that's a lot of electromagnetic energy happening, but it can't
and
explain the knocking on my floor. Like, I don't know
well,
what that is.
okay, so yes, storms can, brew up, more paranormal activity. Where you live, is there a lot of limestone around there? Limestone rock or anything like that?
There's a lot of quartz. There's a lot of quartz.
Okay.
So, they
Quartz?
say quartz is a grounding stone, right? And it's supposed to keep
Yep.
away stuff. I have, I mean, it's everywhere on my mountain. So I'm like, why are you putting it in every corner of your house? But I do that anyway. So, I don't know. I just don't feel anything evil here. I just feel like something is around me, and the way it makes itself known, like I can't always grab my camera and just go, "Oh, it's here," I just
I know, right?
it's here. You know what I mean? It's here, and
Could it be one of your, guardians or, spirit
I
guides?
thought about that. But I think one of them is my friend who passed away from cirrhosis. I think her name was Bobby. I think because I talked to her, and I don't know if it reaches her, but I try, give her love, and sometimes I think she comes down, but um, I don't know. I don't know who it is because I can't see them. So that's the one thing you'll hear me ask, like, like show yourself, like,
Show
and
yourself. I want to see who you are.
and sometimes it's like I appear to be angry at them, but I'm not angry. I'm just serious because I'm like, I can't see you and you can see me, obviously. So that's not fair.
Right.
So I'm like, do something. Like everybody's like, can you do something? Some people are really nicer than I am, but it's because I get scared. So I'm like, who are you? What are you? Like, but if it actually was like, hi, here I am, I'd freak out, have a heart attack. I'd be like, all right, turn done. That's but if it
I
was
said, "I'm
somebody
done fucking shit, I'm
and if it
out."
was somebody that I knew, I probably wouldn't believe them. I'd have to like trivia them. I'd be like, tell me what we did last
Okay,
year
let
at
me
this
ask you
time. Like
questions.
whatever.
What happened to us in
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you. I'm gonna have to interview
1922?
you.
And
I don't know. I've never seen an apparition, and I know people have.
neither
I've
have
seen
I.
shadow figures, and I've felt a lot, and I've actually been touched, more than touched. Like whoa, held back. That's crazy evil, and but I've never seen an apparition. Never seen a ghost.
I
So
would love to see an apparition. Um,
I don't know if I would
I
love it, but it'd be an
I
experience.
yeah, that's like the holy grail of everything.
I'd
There
want to
was one
talk to
night
it.
me and my friends went to a cemetery. It was, Patty Cemetery is the shadow cemetery, and Cassandra, because we were all partnered up, working in different areas, and over her, because I just happened to look at her, so it was her left shoulder, I saw this face come up, and I freaked out. I'm like, "Oh
Mm.
my god, who's behind you?" And she's like, "Look," and she's like, "What? No one, no one." I'm like, "No, I saw a face." But then I was like, "Okay, this maybe I didn't see a face. Maybe it was all my imagination." But I'm telling you, I saw a face. I've seen faces before, but I haven't seen apparitions. So
Wow,
it
trip
was the
out.
craziest thing. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen a face. If I saw a face next to my friend, like I'd probably want to punch it. I'd be like, what the?
What are you doing? I was
It's
I
always
was
my
freaking out. I
first
was
inclination. I just want to be like, like when my K2 meter was going off my house, the way that it stopped was I actually had to put my hands out like this to it, like push it away. Cause I was like, I don't believe this. This is this is a glitch, this is whatever. And then I was like, try to push it away from you. And when I was doing that, it got the message because it turned green again. But then it came back and wanted to be around me. And then I put it on Sarah and it wanted to have nothing to do with her. It was straight green. Oh, phone call. Sorry about that.
People, she's in the middle of a podcast. You should do that. Say,
Very
I'm in the
busy.
middle of a podcast. No.
Everybody's calling me right now. I don't know what's up. Shoot. I didn't know I knew that many people.
I'll call you.
No, don't call me.
I don't even have your number, for fuck's sakes. I can't. Oh, yes. Okay, Mike goes, you were with Patty and Heather. Heather wasn't there on that one.
Yeah. Mike knows. Can you somehow send that link to, get the link and drop it or send it to Emmy or whoever's interested? Because it is interesting, no doubt. And it's 100% legit.
I'll have to check it out. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I have gone to the Shadow Cemetery with Heather and Patty. I've gone there like four times, I want to say. But this is not about me. It's about Terry. So, yeah, Mike, you are a mod in here. And if you can get that link from
Oh, wait. I'm like,
Unearthly.
nah.
Unearthly.
I think he meant I was in that crowd. Like, yeah, I was in that crowd. But it wasn't that night. Like, that night was specific. You'll see it on there on her channel. You just got to scroll way back. Or I don't know how you do it.
What? Scroll.
I don't know how you find that video.
I think you can. What the fuck? I think you can. Can you search it? Oh yeah, I think you can hit the little search thingy there.
She did one late. She did one recently. So I don't know if it's on her community page or what.
You think Terry
it's not
Charms
that
is
old.
labeled in it?
A few months. Huh?
Oh,
Terry
Terry's
Charms.
camera was trying to focus on something. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
How was it? 3 years ago?
Yeah. About that.
Craziest paranormal evidence caught. Okay, on our Saturday
That's
live,
the
we
one.
caught a very cool piece of paranormal evidence. Terry's camera was trying to focus on something unseen, so we put the main camera on. Okay, so that might be
Can
it.
you play that, Emmy? Can you throw that up there?
Yeah, I hope I don't get in trouble. Yeah, I will.
No, you won't get in trouble. You can do it.
Okay, let me.
Oh my god, my dog is just. Whew. I gave them like fish snacks. I
Okay,
hate fish.
but this is okay. Yeah, I see you in it. You have a red bandana on.
Yeah, it was a long
found it.
time ago.
I found it.
Can you put it on the big screen?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna play this in the sound. The sound is on. Okay, share. Okay, let me bring this up. It's up. So let's do this.
Put your headphones on, you guys. Pay attention.
Okay,
It's
let me
weird.
do this. There we go.
So this is Julie.
What? Okay. I guess I won't go down any further. I'm going to hit play.
My name is Julie, and I have something really special to share with you guys tonight. So today is Saturday, September 27th, 2020, and I did a live tonight as I do every Saturday, and I had some special guests. One of them was Terry Charms Life and Beyond. Now, we were all talking on panel, myself, 𝒆THₑ Paranormal, Little Bull of Steph, NCAT Paranormal, Aussie Tiger, and Terry. And at one point in the video, about 2.5 hours in, something crazy happened. Now, I'm going to roll a piece of footage here, and I want you to kind of focus your attention on Terry's right shoulder, which is her left, but our right on the screen. Watch this.
It's too heavy. Someone's got whispering. I just heard it.
Yeah, Kanga's hearing it from Terry's end, I think.
Yeah.
Hear that?
And you're not touching anything, are you, Terry? Like
No.
in and out.
No.
You're going in and out.
No, nothing.
Trying to focus.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Every now and then
No,
I noticed
no.
that before. It's trying to focus, goes in and out. Like it's trying to focus.
Well, something's with me all the time. I don't know what it is.
See if any of the dots behind her are moving.
Yeah, I've been focusing on that, but she like
Yeah,
Terry keeps going like trying to focus like
Let's put her up
But-
for a second.
no, the big screen.
Hi, Terry.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just so we can see your dots on that for a second. See if we
Alright.
can see anything.
All right. Let me know.
We can see Hungry
Oh,
Valley.
g'day, Freckles.
Hungry Valley.
You guys see me more clear than I see me on this thing. I gotta turn off the light. There.
Oh, that's better.
Now you can see.
Ooh, spooky.
You got one on your nose. A dot on your nose.
Hold on.
Here
that-
it comes, you guys.
Okay. Everything's good.
And now that that's in your mouth.
What?
Yeah,
That's
when
one
you
see
make
that?
the other one from your nose to in your mouth.
Everything's good.
And now that that's in your mouth.
What?
Yeah,
That's
when
one
you make
touching
your
your
head, the one
mouth.
from your nose to in your mouth.
So if you look carefully at her shoulder here, you can see movement like the top of someone's head behind her shoulder on the right-hand side. Just there. Right there. Now look. You can see fingers coming up right there. Like a hand is reaching up behind her.
Oh my fucking God.
Fucking crazy.
That is
So
fucking
I've actually tried
cool.
to enhance
Watch.
the footage as much as I
She
can,
shows,
guys.
she shows it in every form possible.
Yeah, as you can see here, this is probably the clearest I've got it so far. You can actually just see the head.
I didn't feel anything.
This was moving. There it is, moving behind her. There it is. The head's moving, and then you see the fingers.
Fuck.
Yeah, right? It's on my shoulder. What? I don't have any huge spiders in my house, as far as I know.
That's fucking.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No.
Yeah. Me neither.
Terry, what's behind?
That's
Is
what I just looked at. Did you see that over
Something
her
behind
shoulder?
No, I'm
you,
freaking out.
fingers going like this. behind
Yeah,
you.
over your shoulder. You
What?
have like fingers sticking up
Fingers
behind your
going like this.
shoulder.
What do you
Behind,
mean?
no,
These are
behind
my
you.
hands. What do
No,
you-
it's behind you.
You're going.
Wait,
I
wait.
swear to God.
You
You
know
wait
what?
till we watch. You wait till we watch this back.
You
The other
just
side.
wait a minute. I'm turning on the light.
Turn
You're
the other
freaking me
way.
out.
The other
You
way.
guys just said a Hungry Valley
Turn the
picture.
other way. Turn your head the other way.
I'm all scared.
It was like behind your shoulder,
It went like
like
that.
just fingers. I
Yeah.
saw it.
So did I. It
Really?
went like that.
Okay, you see, you guys? I'm telling you, this is not a joke. Something is with me all
Turn
the
the other
time.
way. Turn your head the other way.
This way?
Yeah, that way. Yeah, it was behind you.
I
Is
gotta
anybody hearing
watch
me?
that back.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see.
that gave me a
Anybody
treat.
hear me? Who's here with me? Dash, come here. Dash. I was scared. Get I over called my here.
Well,
dog.
Oh, that made my skin crawl.
Come here. Come
Yeah,
here,
me
Dash.
too. I
Come
saw
here, up
that.
here.
I was gonna say something, and then you saw it.
Dash,
Yeah,
get up here. I'm getting all freaked out.
your
Wow.
shoulder, yeah, would be your
Come here,
left
puppy.
shoulder.
Come here.
Yeah, there's
I got
nothing
my-
there.
No,
I got my
There's
And that
nothing
was
there.
solid.
Your left shoulder. It went
Oh my
behind your left
God.
shoulder.
So
Yeah, that's it.
that was solid.
Yeah, that was a solid
Like,
figure.
that was
of
because
some
your
sort.
shirt, it's a solid black. That was blacker than black coming up.
Yeah,
you
that
could
was black.
see
That was bliggity black.
Yeah, that was blacker than black. That
And I didn't feel anything. And usually I feel everything, and I didn't.
That was
That was
fucking
so
cool.
real that I didn't. I don't know how I didn't feel that.
Wow.
So that's the paranormal is just a rabbit hole, man. You can't figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, these kind of things do happen to me, and it's so I don't need to go around. I'm not, it's just my preference. Like I don't need to have a spirit thing, like one of those things that go off. I don't like loud noises anyway. So if I had one of a REM
Keep talking.
pod,
I'm letting
like
my dogs out. I can hear you.
I don't want a REM pod. I don't, I'll just feel something or something will appear. That's why, making these videos, like they're very serious to me. If I go somewhere with the intention of, okay, here I am, like, is anything here with me? I got to be really careful,
Hey, James.
because you guys will see something probably before me.
I wish they would put. That's what they need to put on the REM pods is like a volume to keep the beeping going on or off or whatever. Because you can see the lights
I
too.
don't know.
Yeah, they would need a
I
volume.
mean, it's cool, like to try to come up with all this equipment, to get them. But I know if I was a spirit, and they were like, touch this thing, talk to this thing, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna touch you. Like I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that thing. I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
How many times have you been touched? That besides
um
a lot,
that I know of.
or that you want to
I would
say
say
that you got
I'd
touched?
say about 3 or 4 times that I know of for sure. Yeah.
Did you try to put it off on something else? Like, oh, that could like
No, I knew what it was. Yeah. I knew that it was paranormal.
right?
I mean, I'm not like one time at Sarah's before I saw Hatman, we were in her house and we're in this room that it's an octagon room. It's shaped like an octagon.
Oh, that's
And that was
cool.
my bedroom. And I was really sick at the time. I had what is that called? I had MRSA. Sorry.
Ooh,
I don't know. I had MRSA and I was really sick. And I was just laying there and stuff and we were talking and it was dark again. There's no window shades or anything. And there's these big long windows. It's an old house, big long windows. And out of nowhere, this flash of light, like brighter than a camera flash and fast, really fast and super bright. It just flashed in the room. And it was so fast, like there was no reaction from me. I was just like sick and not feeling good. And my sister just passed away, and I was thinking maybe it was my sister, but I was like, I don't know. It was kind of weird because she was freaking out. She wanted to debunk the whole thing. She was outside asking neighbors, is there any lightning in the sky? Did anybody take any photographs? I'm like, yeah, nobody can reach up there and take a photograph inside our window. Like I just told her, I said, it's paranormal. And she just couldn't wrap her head around it, for being a witch and
like
everything. She
it
couldn't
sounds
understand
so
it.
familiar. Me and a friend of mine, Rebecca, and Patty's grandson, we were in South Carolina, and we were on the 3rd floor. And this bolt of light came in and like just shined in front of all 3 of us. And we're like, the fuck was that? And we were trying to debunk it, like because we had like different devices in our hands, trying to see if the light was hitting it just right. Nope. Couldn't. And I know what you're
Right.
talking about, that fucking bright light. Yeah.
So I had my phone with me at the time, and I pretty close to it immediately. I started just where I saw the light, where I perceived the light coming in, because when I think about it, it was just it consumed the whole room. You know what I mean? But it had a source. I just picked up my phone. I started taking pictures of the window, like where I thought maybe it came from, or I don't know. It was just right there, and I just one after the other. And I went through them, but the very first one, I caught a red orb. You know, it wasn't a camera flare, whatever they say
Right.
the camera. It was an orb, and it was red. And I'm like, why
Right
would it
on.
be red if
It's
there
an
was like a
angry
white?
little orb.
But it was a white light. So I'm like, what? I don't understand that. That's confusing to me.
It's an angry
Yeah.
little orb. Hold on, my dogs are
It-
brown.
I don't know. Maybe red doesn't. You know, maybe the colors don't really. I mean, they got to have some symbolism, but maybe we're wrong. You know,
Do mean
or
something.
maybe they can just manipulate. They can be evil little red orbs, but flash this big, bright white light to fool you or something. I don't know. That's what I caught. So that was another paranormal thing. There's been others. All right. Let me go to the chat. Adrian, I didn't know you were here because I'm not looking at the
Put
chat.
it up on the screen.
I
I
don't.
put her up there.
I have a hard time paying attention. Except for
I do
if you
too
put a
sometimes.
doll behind you, then I'm like, there's a doll right there. Yeah.
Or a dog, yeah. You'd be like, oh, what's that back there? Yeah, each
So
orb.
other than that, like
What?
go ahead. Ah, shit. Jinx.
Oh, damn it. No, I was gonna say each orb, certain colored orbs mean different things. They're in a spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, I can believe that, for sure. Our vibrations are
Right.
on, a color spectrum. So, of course, I believe that. But I'm just wondering how this red orb created this white light, or maybe it was two separate entities. I don't know.
J-Mac says he's seen that
You've seen
white
that white
light
light
on the ceiling. You've seen that too.
on the
He
ceiling?
goes, quick flash. Yeah, that's what it looks
Yeah,
like a
quick
quick
flash.
flash that comes in.
Brighter than bright. It's so bright,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
It's just like flash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I having a stroke? No, I'm just kidding.
Woo,
This is
woo.
it. This is a
No,
big one. Seen
I've only
flashes
seen
of
it one
light.
time. Okay. Oh, let me ask
Yeah,
you
I've
this,
only seen
'cause
that
I've
one time
experienced this one
too, but
time.
I wasn't afraid of it. Probably if it was like red flash, I'd be like, what the fuck? But it wasn't.
Cops outside. Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard, okay, now you're gonna think I'm crazy, okay?
Okay.
Which y'all probably think that
Finally.
anyways.
Finally.
Is she really crazy? So me and Jay was at one of our sons' baseball game, and it
Yeah.
was actually it was a tournament. So it was on a Saturday and a Sunday. And we were at the school, and it was on a Sunday. So there was no school in, nothing. And as we're walking to the car, I'm hearing music. Like, okay, not music, it would be like trumpets and stuff. And I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? And I'm like, if it's coming from above, I swear to God, see, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I'm like, do you fucking hear that? And
No,
Jay
I've
goes,
heard one too.
you've heard him? Okay. And Jay goes, oh my God, I hear them too. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, yeah. So when we got home, I Googled it and I did what you did, like, oh my God, I got to Google it. And I'm like, there are such things
Yeah.
as you hear trumpets in the sky. I thought I was losing my fucking marbles.
Right.
But, I found them. I found my marbles. So see, they weren't lost for long. I got my marbles.
I love marbles,
No, it was,
man. I always find marbles too.
but yeah. So you've had that experience before? You heard them, the trumpets?
Yeah. Just once. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
but I
I've
heard
only
that
heard it just once.
that happens more like in the Pacific Northwest than other areas, but out here in California, I don't hear people like, oh, I hear trumpets. But I was in Topanga Canyon with a friend of mine and with Bobby, and I heard trumpet. She heard it too, and I was like, where's that coming from? And it feels like you're the only two people in the whole world that are hearing this. You're like, aren't other people hearing this?
Right?
But
Yeah.
but yeah, I definitely heard a trumpet sound. Yeah, coming from the sky, and I was like, well, okay. And this was 2000, I want to say 2013. I haven't
Oh,
heard
are you
one
serious?
since. Yeah.
I want to say it was around that
Was that
time
the
too.
same?
But maybe we heard it the same with the freak home. No, it was
Maybe. I don't know.
because
I
my
heard
one
it.
son graduated in 2016, so he was in high school, and then my other son was in. It was, I want to say, that's really fucking
Hey, yeah. Maybe we
wow.
heard it at the same time. But was it daytime or nighttime when you heard it?
It was daytime.
Yeah, me too. It was in the daytime.
Okay, let me ask you this. So I know it's during baseball season, so it was between February and May.
Yeah, I don't
Somewhere
remember the
between,
month. But
yeah,
here it's
between
always
February and
freaking
May.
sunny. It's always sunny. I don't know. I don't remember what.
I said
Yeah, I definitely
2016
heard it.
during the day.
Yeah. I've heard strange sounds for sure, and things that I just can't explain. And I've heard things too. Like I've actually heard and seen real explosions, but I've heard explosions. I've woken up in the middle of the night and it's not a dream. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you're dreaming. No, it wasn't a dream. Like I've heard explosions that have woken me up. And one happened here. I have a video of me at like 3 in the morning or something. And I'm like, there's been another freaking explosion. I called patrol, and I'm like, oh, okay. I said it just like this. I said, so what was that explosion? And he goes, what explosion? And I was like, nah, dude. I was like, I heard a freaking, it woke me up. It woke my dog up. My dog was going crazy. My house shook. Okay. And the patrol, I called him back like a half an hour later. And I was like, so did you find out about that explosion? And he goes, I called the fire department. And there's been no reports. I'm like, I'm the only one who called you? Yeah, I was the only one. And so the next day, I called my neighbor, or he called me for something. And I was like, did you hear an explosion last night? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I heard a boom. And I go, you did? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, I thought I was the only one who heard that. But now I'm like, are me and you the only ones that heard that? Because nobody called in. So
Probably a
that's kind of
sonic boom. I haven't
I
heard one of
thought
those in a
maybe
long
it could.
time.
You know what? I was thinking maybe it was a sonic. For me, I'm thinking anything. It could have been anything. But I mean, I am in between two Air Force bases, not that close, but one is Edwards Air Force Base, and I forgot what the other one's called. And the other day, I saw like this bomber plane flying over. I wish I had my camera on me all the time, but sometimes they do fly. But I'm like, I don't know. It was an explosion in my forest.
Huh.
And then I saw these birds out there and I thought it was a UFO. I was like, you're tripping. I'm like, that ain't a UFO. Even though where I live is a UFO hotspot, it's been documented as a UFO hotspot. They got satellites in the forest and stuff. And
I was
you
gonna
never
say, do
know.
you believe in
I'm hearing
UFOs?
knocking under. I'm hearing knocking under my house. That's one thing I think that would scare me more than any ghost or apparition or spirit or whatever I had, man, is seeing a freaking little alien. I would be completely freaked out of my mind. And I think they know that
Maybe
about
I'm
human
an
beings.
alien. Maybe I'm a half breed.
You're
I'm an
something.
alien.
You're something.
Oh my
But
god, that's what he said to me today. We went grocery shopping. He goes, you know what? You're fucking something. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, there's something wrong with you.
you're something.
You're something. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay.
I nailed it. But yeah, like, little aliens, like, people will be like, they like to be called extraterrestrials. Okay. Well, whatever these things are, I know they have superpowers. And I don't want to mess with them. And they could read my mind and probably freeze me or something. Like you're not gonna move ever, or I'm gonna get into your mind, like, I don't know. But aliens are not paranormal extraterrestrials. but it's Bigfoot.
I believe in Bigfoot too. We got a whole bunch of Bigfoot. Like
Yeah.
Jay's got a
I'm
Bigfoot
starting
foot.
to. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And a hand.
Hmm.
You know, the
I'm
casting of a hand.
starting to believe in Bigfoot just because I saw footage the other day of people in an airplane and they were crossing over like a tundra, and through the tundra somehow somebody caught on their cell phone something moving around in the tundra, and it was walking
Mhm.
and it was hairy, and I was like, that's freaking Bigfoot, man. 100% in the middle of nowhere, like a plane flying over and somebody caught that. I'm like, that's for real. But I think they're interdimensional is what I think Bigfoot is,
Yes,
because they're so
I do
scarce.
too.
I think they're part of this extraterrestrial
We can't find them. Like,
phenomenon.
I mean,
Why do they all have to
well,
be
let me
little
answer
green
Nerd
men?
Switch. Nerd goes, Emmy, when you see the shadow, you said you seen like a hand, or what was it? Which shadow are you talking about? Behind her or the shadow? Hey, get down! What are you doing, dummy?
Are you talking about what was behind me?
Behind her or me, or the shadow of me and Jay saw, or which shadow? I've seen
Oh,
many
the
shadows.
shadow maybe that you saw on the wall.
Oh, coming up. Or
Yeah,
there was no hand. It was
it was like a blobular.
blob. And
Yeah.
like I said, it was in the room. And you know, you can see, stop it. You're gonna knock shit down. Move. I'm gonna squirt you. Get down. Get down. You're gonna knock shit down. Stop. Okay. It was a blob, exactly like what Terry's saying. It was just really fucking dark. And
Yeah.
you can't, it was darker than
And so they're
black
hard to
itself.
explain.
Like, it really is. And like when we were looking at the shadow behind you coming up, you know, with the fingers, that was blacker than your shirt, or blacker than the shadow and
Right.
stuff. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, I didn't see
We
a hand.
don't
It
know
was
what
just,
it
it was
is.
a blob.
But you know, like
So
this
yeah.
this kind of blackness, like it's darkness to me. I'm like, you know, something of light isn't gonna appear like that. You know, it's just I don't believe it. Because I felt the presence, like when I had back surgery. After back surgery, I mean, I was dying in pain, and I felt presence, actual spirit presence of my great aunt and my father, who I never like think about like that. They were there with me to comfort me. I mean, I was going through stuff, like woo wee, so much pain, and so the spirit world and my guides, they were with me 100%. I was in and out of this spirit world. But I didn't see anybody. I wasn't hallucinating.
I've never
So,
saw, well, no, I wouldn't say I've seen anybody. I do see faces. That's, but I wouldn't say faces
yeah.
would be an apparition. No.
I saw when I was watching Dom's channel. Forgot the name channel, Dom. If you're watching,
Yeah, paranormal
13.
13. Yeah.
He goes he went to some scary haunted place. All I saw was darkness there. And he was getting he talks like me, like at these things, except I wouldn't be in that house. I'm like, I wouldn't even go near that house. I would know that it's just that something would want to attach itself to me, like no doubt. People, you know,
Really think
I'm one of
something
those
would?
who what?
You really think something would attach themselves to you?
It would try to, yeah. Because there's some kind of vulnerability in me that
Oh, okay. That
they,
would make sense.
you know, I don't know what it is, you know, but yeah, it would try to, and I probably wouldn't even realize it until later. I'd figure it out, you know. So, but if I sense those things ahead of time, I'm like, I'm not messing with it. But anyway, he was in this house. I think Adrian was there on this live stream, just, you know, in the chat, and I was like trying to tell everybody there was like a smudge on the floor, and that smudge looked like a freaking werewolf. It kept morphing. Like but it was always evil. It wasn't like a happy face. It was always like it was a werewolf or some kind of monster face, like animal like demon for sure. And I was trying to get everybody to look at it. I think Adrian was like, "You're right, Terry. You're right. Look at it." And then I just kept seeing faces. And I'm not somebody who sees faces, but I saw a lot of faces, and definitely in that smudge was his face. And I was trying to tell him. "Hey, man, like there's like complete evil around you, but I don't think you care."
Hey, moon over my
You know, but what's
moon
up,
over my
Moon?
end says, hey. We got some new people
Just
coming in. Well,
talking.
not new people, new
Just talking
tonight
paranormal.
people. Paranormal and para not so normal. Because her dog was farting under her, so
That's
that's
every
not
day.
so normal.
I don't know. Smell-o-vision. They're gonna come out with that.
Oh God! Thank God we don't have smell-o-vision. Oh,
They will one day.
oh God, no! Please, no. Wait till I'm dead and
Dog
gone,
fart,
so I
jelly
can come back
bellies,
and haunt
dog-
other people and play practical jokes. Okay, let's ask
Oh,
that.
you
So
know what? I'm gonna
I
make a
know.
lot of money because I'm gonna tell Jelly Belly to make a new jelly bean called Dog Fart. What do you think?
Oh no! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, they've got those sick ones, man, but they don't have
Oh,
dog
those are
fart.
nasty. Those are so nasty. But Jay's gotten so stoned, and we
They
didn't
are.
have any
I
shit in
won't
the
eat
house,
'em.
but we had those nasty Harry Potter ones, whatever. And Jay's like, I'm so fucking.
Oh, I never had those.
stoned. He wanted to eat them. He did. He ate them, and I'm like, those are nasty. They taste like puke and all this. And he's
They're
just eating
supposed to
like
taste
their nuts.
nasty.
And I was like, the fuck? I'm like, you were that stoned?
Right. I just want to see what this tastes like because I've never thrown up before or whatever. I want to eat like trash, like trash smell or maggot smell. I don't know. I don't think they went that far.
God.
But we all know what that stuff smells like. But do we know what it tastes like?
Oh God, this is a great interview. I've been listening to it while doing some unpacking. Well, thank you.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man.
You. And as Terry says, don't forget to come in and smash that thumbs up, or I'll say smash that thumbs down. But if you really dislike me, hit that thumbs down twice, and that would, work out perfect. But yeah, I don't know what else you say. She's like, smash that thumbs up, leave a comment. No. I don't know. I can't remember. I got CRS going on in my fucking head right now.
What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? What I
when
say?
You tell people when they're,
I just say, I'm like, just, on the way in or way out, smash the like button, whichever way you're coming or going. Smash it.
Why is it so easy? You made it sound so fucking easy. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem speaking.
Thumbs up. By the way.
I
hit it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That would count. That would be good.
Okay, yeah, I wish.
Do you like going to cemeteries, or do they kind of? Because I know cemeteries. It's to me, they're a peaceful, happy place, but there's some weird sickness that's in them too.
Of course. I like the old cemeteries with the old headstones and they're all like the big ones and they look like creepy, right? Like I like that and the feeling I get from like in LA, there's one in East LA, it's the oldest cemetery in Los Angeles. And I've passed by it, it's huge. And my friend who's older than me, like 10 years older than me, told me that when she was a kid, like I don't know, she went to that cemetery or something with her parents or her grandmother's buried there. She's got family buried there. And she saw a bunch of gypsies there and they were celebrating and they had they were dancing and they had food and they were singing and, and it was like a celebration and stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, that's a trip, and it has the largest, I guess, amount. I don't know how to word this. I'm going to talk like you right now. I mean, it's got like the largest amount of Chinese people buried there. It's like a Chinese in one section. I don't know. But it's got these cool headstones, and I've never actually been inside. Because again, like, yeah, cemeteries like that just have the head, like, I don't even call them headstones, plaques like on the ground. Like, I'm not afraid to go to those cemeteries, but I don't like going to cemeteries so much just because I know they're full of activity. I know they're full of some energy, and some will call it spirits. And I do have, because I've been touched and held down, like held back, I'm like, I don't know if I want to, you know, and a part of me feels like cemeteries are just sacred. That's where you go to rest. That's where you go to, you know, it's your final place, right? As far as we know in this body, right? So I have respect. I have respect for cemeteries. And when I see people, and they do it a lot, you know, I don't know, you probably have, I don't know, you know, with putting equipment on top of the headstones, I don't know if that's so respectful. And that's just my personal opinion, you know, and but then I told myself, because I made a video, and I was like, yeah, how would you feel if somebody came to your, you know, headstone and put that on there? Would you like that? And I was like,
I'd be fucking with them.
I'd be like, no, I'd be like, they'd have to ask me first, you know, because you know,
Yeah,
when
that's
I
a good idea.
die,
I'd never
yeah,
thought
you
of
guys
that.
got to ask me. You got to ask my permission.
You know what?
You
I
know?
think I will do that because I when I go to cemeteries, like, you know how sometimes there's gated little inside a cemetery, there's another gated little cemetery, and
Yeah,
like a family plot. I'll ask if I can come in there first.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's
so that
respectful.
that makes sense. I'm going to start doing that. You know, thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, but people get whatever they deserve. So, you know,
Damn it!
um,
I do it all the time. I feel horrible now. I gotta go back to each and every cemetery and tell
but
when
there's
it's
one
on.
cemetery, you know, where my friend lives in �㑠😉, where I go to. I call it the sad cemetery. It's got a sad story behind it, but for some reason it gives me peace, because I just find cemeteries peaceful, unless I was there to, you know, do something otherwise, like connect actually with spirits. So this one is all gated off because it's a sad little cemetery. And in 1978, there was a flood, a flash flood, and it unearthed all the bodies, and the bodies washed down the hill. And
Oh,
one of the bodies was like wedged into a supermarket, and the caskets were all open and weird, you know. And so after the cleanup, like, they had to take all these remains and bodies and caskets, and they ended up putting them, excuse me, in mass graves, in this one spot, which is kind of traumatic, I think, you know, if you
yeah.
are a spirit. And they tried their best to recover headstones and get the bodies back right, but I don't know how right they got them. And then plus, before they put the fence around, this is back in like 2001, I would hike up around this area. I'll take you guys there if you haven't seen it, but you can hike up around this area, and I would find headstones, like the plaques. And I was just like, what are these plaques doing over there when the cemetery's up there? I didn't know the story. And so I didn't want to, I was like, is somebody buried here? Like, I didn't want to touch it, you know? I just didn't know the story. But I think they went and they collected as, you know, much as they could, volunteers. And then
Wow.
I heard in like 2002 or later on that year, like people, like these kids, I guess, would go in there and they totally defaced the mausoleum. They pulled out bodies, they propped up a body, and they put a cigarette in its mouth. And who knows what else they
That
did.
would make me an angry spirit. I would be pissed off.
Oh man. So I was just like,
Ugh.
oh, this poor cemetery, you know? And there's a Civil War veteran buried there, and he's got an American flag, big one. So for sure he's buried there. And I'm tripping. I'm like, whoa, how did a Civil War veteran like get into this cemetery? Because we don't have really old cemeteries here, not that I know of, like going way back, you know, 1700s. You know, I don't know. He's the only one. So, um, yeah, so I just go there and hang out sometimes. And there was one night they did this cool thing. They did like a stargazing night at the cemetery, and I was like, this is so cool. And I wanted to go live, you know, and I did go live, but it was StreamYard. So every time I moved my camera, because I just used my phone, it was all blurry, and I really needed
Oh.
a real camera, you know, like, because I just couldn't stand it. But it was so cool, and it was just talking. It was inside the cemetery, and people were just sitting on chairs, and this guy was talking about the stars, and I was wandering off in the dark just with my phone, and that was pretty brave of me, man, because I would get to certain areas, and I was like, ooh, like, this part scares me. Like, there's something here, you know, and then I would go
So
back
what
to the
scares you
crowd.
more? The living
Huh?
or the paranormal? What scares you more, the living or the unknown, the
Either
spirits?
either one at different times. I mean, but so far, like,
Really?
people, you know, I don't know.
The living
It's a
scares
different
me.
kind of
I'd rather deal with
it's a
folks any
different kind
day.
of fear, you know. It's a different kind of fear. I don't want to be afraid. Like, when people say I'm not afraid of anybody, like, that's not true. Like, you know, if you've been threatened or you've been
I'm
physically
afraid of the
assaulted
living.
by somebody, you're gonna have some fear. You know what I mean? And but I think people just suck. You know, like, there's some good ones out there, but
Yeah,
there's a
I
lot of
mean,
bad
you
seeds
just
out there, man. I didn't say you
No,
suck. I'm just like, you know,
oh,
in
no,
general.
I agree with you.
There's
A
just a
lot of
lot of
people.
darkness that's oozing into the world right now, this specific time, and we have to be really super aware of what we want to resonate with and what we want to put out there. It's crucial in this time. You guys know what's happening in the world. I hope you do. And if not, you guys need to be aware of this darkness. And it's going to try to fool you. But at the same time, it's too late. It's like, you can see it. At least I can. So I
So
don't
do you
want
watch
to
the news
run into it.
as
Huh?
do you watch the news as being an sensitive?
Sometimes.
You do?
Yeah,
I
sometimes,
can't
you
watch
know, I
the news.
mean, I can't
Jay's my
watch
news
it
man.
like I can't watch like a whole broadcast. My God,
Right.
no. And it just irritates me. The vibration, I can't handle it. And but I want to be up to date about what's going on in the world. Yeah, I mean, sure. So, but as soon as I see something horrific or hear something, I just got to tune off. I can't stick around and watch it or listen to it. Yeah. Nope.
No, I
Because I have to be a force of light. You know what I mean? Like, that's really my calling, is just to be here and be of light, not of darkness. And I've been around a lot of darkness, and I'm like, why, God? Like, why have I been around certain people and these certain things, you know? And maybe it's just to shine my light. Maybe so my light could come through, you know, because I can't really think of another purpose why I'm here. So for me, it's all about love and light, learning, growing,
well, some
forgiving, you know, getting beyond yourself.
I hear you on the forgiving. I forgive a lot of people, but I'll always forgive, but I will never forget. You know,
Right.
I keep that part of that wall
Yeah.
up, like going, you know, you
Yeah.
said this one thing to me before, so. But
Some things I don't even forgive. Some things I just have to leave up to God. I'm like, I can't even go there, because it's just whatever you did, you know, like, you did what you did, and, you know, now
yeah,
take it
that
up
was
with God. Like, don't ask me for forgiveness. Like, ask God for forgiveness, you know? So
yeah.
anyway,
So
I mean,
people,
it's been a wonderful interview.
I know it's been
It
2
really has.
hours. You're gonna
It's
leave me
been
already?
2 hours. I
I
gotta go, man.
know.
My friend's been calling me because we do this movie night where she'll
Man.
call me and I'll watch Cobra Kai and she'll watch Cobra Kai and I'll just fall asleep like that. You know?
Just tell her you fell asleep. Say, okay, I'll watch it. I'm falling asleep right now. No, I appreciate you coming on.
She's probably asleep.
And check your
Yeah, you're
emails, because
welcome.
I'll send you another email. I'll give you my phone number and stuff. That way you'll have it.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you mine too. All right.
Thanks
Awesome.
for coming up.
Thanks, you guys for sticking around and listening to my story.
Let me
My
drop
stories,
your link
plural.
again. There is her link. Definitely go check out Terry Charms, Life and Beyond.
Yeah, right now I don't have that much paranormal on there, but I will, if you guys are interested. I mean, for sure, I'm going to get back out there. My back has been a huge, huge hindrance. But like I said, I
Yeah.
need that motivation to help me get past this physical pain and get out there and just do what I want to do and bring it to you like that, connect with you guys. So, all right, Emmy, I'm going to take off. Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you.
All right.
Much
Maybe I'll be in
love.
the chat.
Drop
Are
down.
you
Get out
leaving?
here.
Are you leaving too? Or are you going to stay?
No, I'll just stay up for a little bit.
All right, because I might be back. I'll be in the chat maybe. All right.
Okay. Okay, go
All
watch
right.
your
Peace
movie.
out.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye. And you guys, that was Terry Charms. That was pretty cool. She's been wanting to get on the show. I've been wanting to interview her. So I'm glad the other person. Well, I'm not. No, I don't want to say I'm glad the other person declined. The other person will be on my show that I want on the show because I want to talk to that person about a few things. So that will be cool. What else we got going on here? Why is my thing all... What happened to my video over here? It like rewound itself. There we go. I'm up to date. I'm up to par. I've caught up with it. So again, you guys, that was Terry. I dropped her link. If you haven't followed her, please give her a follow. Now what? We have nobody. I have snoring dogs behind me. I've been on here for 2 hours. Oh, I don't think I... Oh no, okay. I didn't do it on there. I forgot how to do it. My bad. My bad. My bad. So let's see who's on. Let's see who we can go and yeah. Hold on. My dogs are so lazy. Who can we go and... Oh no. No. Try to see who's live, who we can go and I gotta refresh this. Dang it. Reload, refresh. Nerd witch. She's like, Emmy, nerdy, what's up? What's up? I don't know. I'm looking. There's the people I know. I don't think you guys know. Or they might be boring. I live a boring life. Oh no. Oh no, she says. Oh no. Let's see where she's at. She's still alive? Well, never mind. We can't go host her because she's leaving. So that didn't work out. But I guess that's it. Anybody got any questions? Anything? Anything? My fucking dog's just snoring. I think 2 hours is long enough for me. Oh my god. Ooh. See, and I've been yawning. I'm tired. I did the grocery shopping today with Jay. I'm still out of breath. You know, a lot of that has to do with I think because I had COVID. There's really not too many people live tonight. I know, Dave, right? That's crazy. Everybody's just bored. It's a Friday night. They don't know what to do. Or they're all out doing something, but who knows? It's too cold right now to go out and do anything paranormal at night here right now. Yeah, it was kind of cold that night for a global ghost hunt when I went up and did the Lafayette Cemetery. It was getting cold then. I was so thankful it wasn't raining. That would have really sucked. But well, Black Cat was in here. She lives by me. We've gone and investigated before. I mean, if we go during the daytime where it's kind of warm out, you know, that would be okay. And I think she has plans that we might go. I think she said Ebenezer Cemetery, and I've never heard. I guess I'm gonna have to Google that Ebenezer Cemetery in Oregon. I'll put that as a little memo note there. But oh my god, I feel like an old lady. But yeah, I've been down for a week with pneumonia. I know they're all out partying. Everybody, each and every one of them motherfuckers are out there partying. Yeah, they are. So, oh, I didn't connect the thing. Okay. Never mind. I was supposed to be on a different network too, and I forgot to connect it. So, my bad. But you guys, I am gonna call it a night. Much love to you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming in, supporting me, supporting my guests. You all are fucking amazing. I can't say that any happier. You guys are fucking amazing. Listen to that. Oh, I can't even think what's called. See, I can't even think straight. My fucking brain's all jumbled up. Shut up, people who say my brain's all jumbled up, because you know what I mean. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again for coming in. Oh, you guys, you know, it's Patty from the G-Teen's birthday. Go over there and on her last video, say happy birthday to her. Leave her a message. Tell her Emmy sent you. But love you all. And again, you all have a wonderful night. Peace.